basketball. We'll be back in a moment. What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Brian Anderson with you. Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And as the end of the regular season draws closer, let's take a look at the latest power rankings. You look at the Grizzlies, they pulled themselves up to the second place spot.
Seeing where Los Angeles is, they've gotten into a slump. The season has not gone as planned. You get the sense that they're discouraged and they can't find any answers.
And we've got just enough time for a pregame report. Let's go over to the sidelines, where Allie LaForce is standing by. Allie?
Thanks, B.A. Well, the Clippers are super talented, and now they're starting to gel. Paul George said the chemistry is amazing. He said, quote, "This team has a real bond. It's fun. We're locked in. We're together. It's one of the best locker rooms I've been around. We're going to continue to build off that." Guys?
Oh, that's a scary thought, Allie. Thanks for that. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. O'Neal is at power forward with Gobert anchoring at center. Mike Conley out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Mitchell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Then there's Ivica Zubac. Then there's Marcus Morris. And it's B in at the power forward position. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Here's Conley, outside Mitchell. Pass to Clarkson, puts up a 3. He drops it from range.
Well, give Jordan Clarkson a ton of credit. He has worked tirelessly on this shot.
George against Gobert. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Well, major height disadvantage. He recognizes that and still able to score. Boy, it's hard not to think about Paul George and what many consider to be that devastating leg injury he suffered. There were people who doubted whether he could come back, and now stronger than ever.
And with Paul George and that injury, as it happened, we weren't sure he'd ever play again.
That's exactly right. It shows the determination he has and how much love for the game of basketball. He overcame that physical setback and the mental toll that's part of that, and still enjoying an incredible NBA career.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to George. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
This is where the focus and the confidence of Marcus Morris shows through. This guy's so good at keeping his eye on the target.
And just about a minute into this first quarter. Now Conley, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Gobert passes to Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Clarkson outside. Off the mark there with a 3. And here are the Clippers now. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Zubac goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
And the Jazz with possession here. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Conley goes in, shoots over Jackson, and that one's good from Conley.
Mike Conley is comfortable. Doesn't matter what area of the floor he's on. That time in the mid-range.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's B, checked by Mitchell, and the basket by B.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Clarkson with the ball. 15 in his last outing. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to O'Neal. There's the triple.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. Well, not sure who was responsible for the block out, but this guy got in there and dug out his points.
Now George. He's covered by Clarkson. And George gets it to go on the assist by Zubac. George has got 5 now.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
Pass to Clarkson. The shot, no good. Ooh, nice D from George.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 so far. Conley passes to Mitchell. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. The teardrop, he got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds with the Jazz retaining possession.
Ball.
5 to shoot. From the arc.
And they've had a rough opening from the field.
Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. Here's George. Oh, big finish!
Did you see that?
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Back to O'Neal. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
You cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
And that one's good. Clarkson. 5 points in the game.
Well, to me, it's critical that Mitchell continue to focus on hitting the guys who are open. We know he can score the ball.
Jackson against Conley. Jackson attacking. And the dunk by Jackson.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
And Utah calls time here. Last time they met in Salt Lake City.
They were able to pull out a win last time because their bench came up big. It's so important to have depth on your roster.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Here's B. 14 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Pascal. And a slam dunk by Pascal.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's B. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Clarkson passes to Pascal. Kennard against Clarkson. Takes a 3. B grabs the board.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Pass to Kennard. The 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's B. He's got 6. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
at the line.
With efforts to grow the game in Europe and Asia and Africa, really everywhere from the NBA. Grant, how do you see the future of this game?
Well, I think it lies in the young international stars. I mean, you see guys like Luka and Nikola Jokic from Europe and Joel Embiid from Africa. I think we'll see more and more of that as the league and the popularity of basketball grows overseas. I mean, those guys will have the drive and the examples to succeed overseas. Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Timeout called. The Jazz.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's see it, fans.
And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
On the wing, Clarkson, defended by Kennard. Pass to Gay. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball.
Here's B. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Now George. Let's go with a three. Monroe grabs the miss. 1:09 left in the first quarter here. And with Paul George, Grant, you know what he delivers. Very consistent in what he'll bring to each game.
I mean, the scoring is always going to be there. But his defense doesn't take a night off either. I mean, very nice and consistent production from him. A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Nice shot by George.
Well, we know that Paul George understands there's a certain point in the game when he's got to take over, and he's doing it now.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. To the middle. Here's Gay. Oh, it's Gay with the jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Hartenstein. The Jazz making their last shot. Shot clock at 6. Counted from distance.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
The Jazz shooting around 44% in this opening quarter. Clarkson outside. Jacks up a three. The offensive rebound. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers feeling confident. 18-point lead to win that quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And even playing in Utah, Donovan Mitchell has earned national recognition, but he's not letting it go to his head.
At the end of the day, I'm here to play basketball and be the best teammate and best player that I can be. I'm not trying to make this about me. This is team basketball. At the end of the day, we're doing good things, and we just got to keep it up.
Saying all the right things, Grant. Mitchell putting the team first.
Growing up around pro baseball with his father working in the majors, Mitchell saw how those stars carried themselves.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So on the floor for Utah, we've got Mitchell, Rudy Gay out there with Juan Hernan Gomez. And it's B in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's George. For 3, Covington. First shot won't go. And here's Mitchell. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside. Well, despite all he's accomplished, Donovan Mitchell hasn't escaped criticism. Those saying he doesn't have what it takes to get to the next level, I'll tell you what, he's not letting it faze him, though.
And Grant, you talk about that criticism. Mitchell says he's fueled by it. But, you know, it's not all hate. There's a lot of people saying Mitchell is Dwayne Wade 2.0.
Yeah, I mean, both super athletic combo guards. Mitchell at this point is a better outside shooter. Wade a better passer and defender. Look, I'm still taking Wade, but Mitchell is every bit of a star player in this league.
So it's Utah now, following the score by the Clippers. Back to Conley. Zubac against Gobert. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up.
3 points.
Gobert's got 5 points.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Pass to man. Here's ABC. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's B. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded by Zubac. The 3 from Mitchell. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
And their offense seems to be coming around. Now they're shooting upwards of 50% from the field.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Stolen by Conley. In transition. Oh, he gets it to fall, and that makes it just a single-digit deficit.
Well, Mike Conley able to get out in the open floor, and that's where his quickness really comes to bear. Tremendous finish.
Here's ABC. Outside Covington. To the inside. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on him. And the shot goes down. 10 points for him.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Check by Mitchell. Here's Zubac. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Utah's gone 2 for 2 from outside the arc here in the second quarter. And he comes up with a bucket. Mitchell's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, the balance, the ability to take contact, absorb it, and still finish. That is beautifully done by Donovan Mitchell.
The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Pass to Covington. And Gobert with a block. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul of the game. The Clippers making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Pascal's checked in. Outside Mitchell. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Timeout called, the Clippers. And we're seeing teams pick up the pace. Something you set the trend for in Phoenix, Grant. Why do you think that's becoming more prevalent?
Great question. I mean, in today's game, we're all about the analytics, and that has shown that you shoot a higher percentage earlier in the shot clock. So it makes sense to push the tempo and see what you can get early.
Now here's Jackson. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia. Zubac finds Jackson.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And that sends Rudy Gobert to the free throw line. And it's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Los Angeles.
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the defense to collapse. That could free up shooters going forward.
Yeah, we've seen them burying their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. A good first half for them in that department.
And Pascal gets it to go on the assist by Conley. Pascal's got his second basket on the night.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Clarkson's checked in for Utah.
First team foul. Jazz substitution, Jordan Clarkson.
Back to Kennard. Lots of room. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Utah trailing here. On the wing, Mitchell. Goes back up. Here's Gobert. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. All right, the Jazz making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in.
Boy, year after year, Rudy Gobert tries to pay the price to improve. We know he's dominant in the paint, obviously an exceptional defensive player, but the points, rebounds, blocks, everything has climbed.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Clarkson for 3, drains the triple. Clarkson's got 8 points.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. You know, he's always been imposing with his height. But Doris, the strength work Gobert's done, it's really paid dividends.
Well, he makes his living in the painted area, right? You have to carve out space to finish at a high level. You've got to gobble up rebounds. All of that extra strength, all of that extra agility never goes to waste.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Here's George. He's got 14. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Excellent offensive positioning from Paul George. Size, length, touch. Beautiful.
Conley passes to Gobert. Clarkson outside. Up and over Kennard. And again, it's Utah.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Now here's Jackson. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Now here's Conley. Count the basket. 6 points for him.
They've really gotten away from the three-point shot as they've pulled out in front.
The Clippers have gotten 8 of 13 shots to fall in the second quarter. Jackson finds George into the lane. It's George on the wing. Back to Hartenstein. Pascal with the steal. Gobert against George. Gobert passes to Pascal. Back to Gobert. Here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Clarkson. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And it's a 4-point Jazz lead. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. And Jackson, here we go. Here's Hartenstein. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gobert. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
George outside, from outside the arc. That one is off. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Jazz out in front. They're up by 4. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jazz coach Quinn Snyder here with us now. And, Coach, how have you put Donovan Mitchell in position to have this kind of an impact?
Well, we talked about him, defending, and I think he's put himself in a position to succeed. And guys are doing a good job spacing, and he's making some plays. Obviously, he can do that.
With great D, his offense will just come natural to him after that point. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It was a rough ride in the first quarter for Utah. They were completely overwhelmed and unable to play any sort of defense early and were in a blowout situation by the end of the period. Things really took a positive turn for them in the second quarter, though, as they went on a huge run and now find themselves leading by 4. What did you think about Utah?
Love to see a team grind for those offensive boards. They're doing the dirty work and converting those extra possessions into points. It's got to be demoralizing for the defense at this stage.
And over to Shaq. Now your take on the Clippers.
Well, their strategy to pound inside has worked well so far. I wouldn't get away from it if I was drawing up the second half plan. Keep working into the posts, and you got to win that physical battle.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Jackson and George, they're manning the backcourt. Then there's Marcus Morris. Then there's Ivica Zubac. And it's B in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. To the paint. Zubac passes to Jackson. Floats one up. And he lays it up and in. Jackson's gotten his second bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Utah leading. Now Mitchell. Good. Now 7 for 11 on the night.
You can see the kind of confidence Donovan Mitchell has in that handle. His ability to navigate off the dribble drive. Nice.
Here's B. He's got 11. Pass to Jackson. George with it. Pulls up. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th assist in this one. And for the Jazz, their shooting continues to impress. 65% from the field. Jackson against Conley. With the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 8 points.
Well, there's a certain level of quickness you've got to contend with. Mike Conley off the dribble drive.
There's Jackson with the three. Sinks the tray.
Listen, even average three-point shooters are going to make that shot. Defense must be better.
Inside, here's Conley. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 10.
They have no answer defensively inside. And after 14 years in the NBA, Mike Conley finally an All-Star in 2021, and he richly deserved it. A three-time Joe Dumars Trophy winner for sportsmanship, like yours truly. I mean, he does it the right way.
The Jazz have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Mitchell. It falls again. He's now 8 for 12 from the floor.
Guys, you can tell Donovan Mitchell can wear down a defense. He's cooking right now.
And I think when you say Mike Conley All-Star, now it's official.
Yeah, you're right, B.A. I mean, because you talk about the respect he has around this league. He's always been viewed in that light. A key part to that grit and grind era there in Memphis. And now he's writing a superb second act.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Now here's Mitchell. 18 points for him. Down low. O'Neal. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got his 3rd assist of the night.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Here's Zubac, giving this team some energy, averaging a little over 10 points a game. Here's Mann. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Really good job anticipating the rise and fire off the catch. Go ahead, Marcus Morris.
Pass to Mitchell. Drives to the hoop. And Mitchell with the slam.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's B. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Back to Zubac. Here's B. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Jazz have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Boy, an all-star from his 3rd season, and Donovan Mitchell continues to thirst for improvement. Scoring, rebounding, playmaking, everything climbing year after year.
And 2 other stats that Mitchell continues to increase: free throws made and 3-pointers made, Doris.
Well, those are 2 hallmarks of efficient scoring in the modern NBA. It's not about scoring with volume, right? He can do that. But Mitchell surpassing Karl Malone for the most 30-point games in Jazz franchise history for a player before his 25th birthday. Think about that.
Hernan Gomez is checked in for Utah.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Jazz ball.
Here's Mitchell. 22 points for him. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
Hits the trifecta. Mitchell's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, the defense so concerned about the dribble drive ability of Donovan Mitchell, but boy, you better contest as well.
Outside Covington. Here's Mann. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The Jazz have gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Pass to Mitchell. Going inside, and Mitchell with the slam.
Boy, if he's got momentum, you better step back. Donovan Mitchell on his way to the cup.
Now Covington to the inside. Here's B. He shoots it, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. 5 points in the game. For Utah, they've gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Yep, that one goes. And the Jazz lead by 6.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Pass to Zubac. Now here's Covington. Over Gay. That's good from Covington. On the assist by Zubac. Zubac has got his 6th assist of the night. The Jazz shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Here's Gay, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Gay's got 8.
Showing off the dribble moves, able to create for himself. I love it.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
Here's Mitchell. That's 29 for him. Gay outside. Back to Mitchell. And Mitchell with the slam.
I love the athleticism of Donovan Mitchell. 6'3", but boy, can he get off his feet.
Pass to Man. Count it. Good. Man's got 8 here in this quarter.
And both teams playing with a little more urgency in this half.
They are getting after it hard. It has become a real battle out there.
Utah leading. Clarkson outside. And the foul called on Luke Kennard. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gobert's checked in for Hernan Gomez.
Coming onto the floor for the Jazz, Rudy Gobert.
1:36 left in the third. Shots blocked. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Kennard with it. Now Pascal defending. Nice shot by Kennard. Here's Utah. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. And the slam dunk by Pascal.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's ABC. Check by Mitchell. Pass to ABC. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
.55 seconds left in the third. Clarkson against Kennard. Gobert inside. And it's Utah scoring again.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Kennard, he nails it, and we're tied. Kennard's got 12 points in the game.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Here's ABC. Right side, Covington. Driving inside. Yep, that one's good. Covington's got his 2nd bucket on the night. Well, the Jazz shooting has been incredible, 72%.
LA foul. That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul. Shooting for Utah, Donovan Mitchell. Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
It is still amazing to me that in 2017, Donovan Mitchell wasn't even a top 10 pick. If you had a redraft, he'd likely go top 2. Absolutely incredible.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Here's George. That one drops for him. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
And Mitchell with the slam.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter here.
Boy, that's all by design now. Get the shot as soon as possible on that inbound pass.
And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. O'Neal is at power forward with Gobert anchoring at center. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Mike Conley. And it's Mitchell in at the 3. That shot is good by O'Neal.
See, this is something that I think Donovan Mitchell needs to keep working on. To me, his responsibility is to get his teammates going as much as himself.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Covington. From deep three-point range. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Conley with the ball. Beyond the arc. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. All right, Mike.
Pass to Jackson. Up and over Conley. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
And that one's good from Conley.
Well, Mike Conley, slight of frame, but the intention is there and finishes with contact.
There's Jackson with the 3. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Pass to O'Neal. Now Conley. Back to O'Neal. For 3. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up.
3 points.
Conley's got 5 assists in the game.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Now here's Jackson. Lets it go from 11. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Conley against Jackson. Left side Conley. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Boy, what a game. A dominant game from the big man. Rudy Gobert is a force right now in the middle.
For 3, George. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Timeout called the Jazz.
Boy, in recent years, Mike Conley taking more shots from long range, but make no mistake, this guy able to score at every single level.
Zubats, he's checked in for the Clippers. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball, we take our time, and play D, this game is ours.
Allie, thank you. And Dorsey, look at the shooting numbers for Conley. He can hurt you from deep and everywhere in between.
Well, it's easy to, quote, get to your spot when you have so many spots on the floor. At the same time, I feel like Conley does such a great job balancing scoring and setting the table for his teammates.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Utah.
I really thought maybe they'd cool off a bit at halftime, but they've continued to bury those jump shots.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
George with it, and Clarkson picks him up defensively. George, good.
He's been so effective down the stretch, capitalizing on all his opportunities.
The Jazz have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Now here's Mitchell, guarded closely. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Shot from the top of the key. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Now just a 2-point Jazz lead.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Pass to Mitchell. From downtown. That shot, no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. On the take. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Give him 20.
Love his attacking mindset. What a move at a huge point in this game.
That is not settling. That is going for a high percentage look at a critical time. Nicely done.
And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's B. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 7 tonight. Utah's gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Gobert. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Gobert's got 19 points. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Counted.
But you love how Paul George gets his feet under him first on these catch and shoot. His pre-shot routine is so important.
Conley with the ball. Gobert on the high post. Clarkson outside. Over George. Gobert controls the rebound and the putback.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Has to be. Count that one. And the Clippers lead by 2.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
The Jazz have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. And here's Mitchell. Knocked loose. Zubats with it. Guarded now by Mitchell. Here's B. And the shot's good.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Utah is shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
They trust Mike Conley, and yet again, this guy delivers.
And the Clippers hit again from deep.
My goodness. Guys, you talk about embracing the moment, burying a key shot. Go ahead, Mr. Morris. We see you doing work.
Here's Mitchell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Mitchell double team. Jackson against Clarkson, and he drives in, and that one good. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Jordan Clarkson unafraid of the big-time delivery.
George's shot is good.
That's what you expect from your leader. Paul George stays calm and doesn't get overwhelmed by the moment.
Here's Mitchell. Minute 32 left in the final quarter. Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe used to it. Oh! Get you some!
Showing some power.
How about the flashy display from Paul George? Complete mastery when it comes to the handle.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
Showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Here's Mitchell. And that one hits the back iron.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And it's good for two. And now a 7-point Clipper lead.
Marcus Morris money in the mid-range.
Outside Conley. Fires the three. The shot won't fall.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. George against Clarkson. George with the bucket. Timeout. George has got 33.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight they've done that and then some.
And Utah calls time here. They're down by 9. 36 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Mike Conley.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
Back to O'Neal. Has to be. The three is up. And it's ABC with a rebound. Now Los Angeles with it. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. He shoots a three. And Pascal secures it. From deep. That one doesn't drop. So the Clippers win it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
PG, you just looked confident out there. How were you able to be so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within the offense.
You have to make that defense work. Wear them out. Thanks, PG.
Allie, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.